Alright, I'm going to show a video today of my watering system for our new Christmas tree farm. So, we've just planted our first 120 trees down here, and I've got another 120 on the way. I've got a mowed section on the other end of this grass. And in addition to watering for free, what I was looking for was a way to fertilize organically without any chemicals, and will help those new trees to grow. So what I did is I set up a sump pump down here. It's not a regular sump pump, it's a sewage pump, which means it can handle 2-inch solids. So if it sucks anything up out of this pond, it's not gonna hurt the pump. Okay. And I've just plumbed it to this garden hose. Toss it off in there where the float's under. Okay, then I've run a cheap garden hose up to this IBC tote. Just got it in there so it doesn't pop out. I've got some water in it now. So, and then on the valve down here, I've adjusted that down also to a garden hose so that I can get 100 gallons probably, because this 2038R will lift 1,700 pounds an inch off the ground at the pins. But realistically, with the front of this being 4 foot forward, you're talking probably 1,000 pounds you can comfortably carry. A gallon of water weighs 8 pounds. So I'm gonna fill 100 gallons into this pump, and I'll have fertilized water that's clean and should be good for the trees. Now the cost of the setup, obviously you need something to transport the tote and a pond and those things, you know, I already had the generator. So you'd have to add any of that in if you don't have those things. But the pump was $200, the hose, the fittings, the tote, everything else added up to about $100. So I've got about $300 in this setup, and I should have, for all practical purposes, an unlimited amount of water I can pump and take down to the trees. I'll go ahead and start it up. So they start up automatically. All right, I'm gonna pop this out of here and we'll drive it down and we'll water some trees. So I'll pull this excess hose up here. Hopefully it'll stay up here while I'm driving. Okay, as you can see here, the trees we have in the ground are tiny. I didn't realize quite how small they'd be when I ordered them. These are balsam firs that are about 6 to 9 inches tall. I've got rows every 6 feet. I've got trees every 6 feet on the rows. Makes 60 trees per row. 120 in the ground right now. I should, between here and the pond, be able to put at least a couple thousand trees. I haven't measured how many rows I'll be able to get at 6 feet per row, but that's just an estimate. The other 120 trees I'm supposed to have in the next 2 weeks are white pines. I got one set that are 12-inch tall and then another that are 15 to 18 inches tall. These small trees are about $1 a piece, and then the 15 to 18-inch trees I paid about $3 a piece, but they're branched out and they have their own. They come in a little pot that can be planted, so they'll have a lot better chance, you would think, of making it through. So should probably actually lift this up. This is the first try for this, so honestly not sure if it's gonna go perfectly, but probably need to gravity feed the water. I'll probably have to lift this up. There we go, and I left the valve on. So now we're running fertilized water. And I'm almost certain this isn't gonna be the way I water my trees in the future. But I thought with these tiny trees that are just starting off, and we're still getting pretty warm during the day, that it would be a good way to get fertilized water. So as I was setting this up, I honestly thought about the best way to do it would be a really short hose. I'll probably cut this off to 6 or 8 feet and just water one section of trees. And then move the tractor down to water the next section. So I look forward to see if I get any comments about what people think about this setup. I'm on a rural water, so if I may set up a full irrigation system. My rural water access is right here, and I could run some freeze-proof faucets down this and run soaker lines or anything else like that. But